Welcome to Prince Math Clinic, the e-learning solution at your pace and time.
Good day and welcome once again to class. Now, today we'll be looking at algebraic expressions. Algebra talks about using letters or alphabets to represent numbers. Is that fine? Also in algebra, when you have 5a, it is the short form of writing 5 times a. Also, if you have what? Minus 5a, it is the short form of what? Minus 5 times a. Right? Also, in algebra, you can multiply an algebraic term with an ordinary number. That is, you can multiply something like this, minus 5a times 3, by saying you use the numbers to multiply the number, which means minus 5 times positive 3, then multiply by a. And when you multiply a number that is negative with a positive number, it gives you negative. Then 5 times 3 is 15. Then everything multiplied by a. Also, directed numbers can also be divided. That is, for instance, I have minus 15a divided by 5. Can also be what? Be divided in algebra, in the sense that I can write my minus 15 times a divided by 5. And from our times table, we know that 5 times 3 is 15. So therefore, 5 can go in 15 3 times. Then this becomes minus 3 times a, which is minus 3a. Right? So all these are possible in algebra. And the interesting thing about algebras is that algebras can be whole, meaning it can be a number that is whole like this, or it could be fractional, like the way we have what we have here. It could be fractional, right? It could also be a positive algebra like this, or negative number. Let's talk about the area of substitution in algebra, right? Now, looking at substitution in algebras, we can substitute what? Values for letters. Values can be substituted for letters. Just as in a football match, the manager of a football club can choose to substitute player number 5 for player number 23. So also, you can use figures to represent what? Letters, unknown letters, just as we have in this example, to find the value of p minus q over p and pq minus 5q when p is minus 5 and q is 10. Let's go right into this particular example. We're given that p minus q over p, we want to find the value, and we're told that p is negative 5. So we'll put a negative 5. Then this negative, we write it out. Then our q is 10. Then everything divided by what? P, which is negative 5. The interesting part about it is that if you add up two negative numbers, you are owing 5, then you are also owing 10. How many are you owing all together? You are owing 15. So you now write negative 15, then divided by negative 5. In mathematics, whenever two negative numbers divide themselves or multiply themselves, it becomes positive. So the negative here cancels out the negative here, and 5 can go in 15 3 times. So the result here is simply 3. Then in the second question, we're given that pq minus 5q. Now, remember they are algebras. PQ simply means P times Q. So let us put it P times Q minus 5 times Q. So what is P? P is minus 5. So minus 5 times Q is 10. Then this negative is here. Then 5 times our Q is 10. Now let's watch what would the result be. Now minus 5 times 10 is simply minus 50, then negative again, then 5 times 10, 50. Now the interesting thing about the result is that our negative 50 and negative 50, you are owing 50, and later you are owing another 50. Altogether you are owing 100, so this becomes negative 100. That is the result to this what simple questions. Now hope this was useful. If it was, kindly give it a thumbs up, share this video to your friends and loved ones, and together we will all enjoy simplified maths. Bye for now.